Hey y'all, it's Hannah Slater, your host of Girl Chat, and welcome to this week's episode of Girl Chat. Now, this week we're gonna jump right into it and we're gonna talk about what it is like to juggle being a national title holder, an entrepreneur, a homeowner, and all of that jazz. So let's get into it. So in November, actually on December 1st or 2nd, I was crowned National All-American Miss. And that is a title that I had been preparing for a really, really long time. And we had a lot of in-depth conversations about what would happen in the likelihood that I was crowned. But if you know from my pageant story, I really didn't think that was even an option. I truly did not think that I would ever be in the position of this. So it's really, really cool to have this opportunity. But we had plenty of conversations of how to handle it when and if that opportunity did come. I'm also a small business owner in Hayward, Wisconsin on Main Street. I'm in my 3rd year of business and we're also expanding. So actually while we were at Nationals, I closed on the building that's right next to my OG store. And we are moving into there as well. So I'm going to have 2 stores that are going to be connected, which we actually start the process in a couple of weeks on that of actually conjoining the 2 buildings. And I'm a cat mom of 3 crazy cats, like y'all know. I also do a lot of community service. And in this journey, I have realized that most of the community service projects I do are actually community service projects that I organize. My team and I organize. We order everything for it. We set up everything for it. And then we do everything for the community service, which has been really fun. And that's how we've kind of operated for a really, really long time. But I never really realized how much time and energy that takes. And I'm so grateful that I get to do that because it truly is a huge part of who I am. So there's a lot of things that are really important that I get done. And I often get asked, how do you handle it all? How do you have time for everything? And honestly, y'all, I will be really upfront with you. I'm not great at time management. If you watch my goals for 2025, you know that time management is a huge goal for me. I don't think I've ever been great at time management, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm trying really hard this year to really hone in on that so I can really achieve everything that I want being a business owner and being National All-American Miss and do everything with a little bit more ease because I have it planned out. So since I've really started to look in and notice my habits and notice how I function a little bit better, I've noticed some things that really help me be my best. And one of those things is a routine. Now, I have noticed that my routine is way better in the spring and summer and fall because it's nice out, it's bright out, it's amazing to be outside. And I really noticed during the winter that I really kind of let go of my habits that I had every single day. My routine that I had kind of went away. And so when J1 hit, I knew that I needed to get back on the train of having a morning routine. It helped my day go smoother and made me feel better, and I felt like I had set myself up for success. So for me, my mornings typically look like I get up, I feed my 3 bubbas right away because for whatever reason, they're always acting like they are starving when y'all know they're not. So after I get those out of the way, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and I put on a little workout gear and I pop on my treadmill and do a 30 to 45 minute incline walk. After that is done, I just do a little bit of a cool down stretching, pop in the shower, and I get ready for my day while, of course, drinking my coffee. And then this part I'm not the best on is sometimes I make myself breakfast and sometimes I don't. But when I do, I am focused so much more better throughout the day. So that's something that I'm really trying to be more thoughtful and mindful of, is that I really need to eat breakfast before I head out my door. Because to be honest, sometimes I just feel like I don't have time to eat in the day because there's so many other things going on, which is not a good mindset. So I'm really trying to be thoughtful on that. And something else that has really helped me is this is everywhere with me for the most part. It's always in my book bag or in my purse. It has so many different pens, so many different pencils, colors, sparkles, you name it. And honestly, y'all, I have learned that I do so much better when my binder, my calendar, whether it's my Google Calendar or my real calendar, is color coordinated. I do so much better when things are in color and not black and white. So I always have this with me so I can update things. I always have my journal with me as well, so if I have thoughts that I want to write down, I can go ahead and write those down right away, because if I'm doing something and I'm like, go, 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 and I have a really great thought in my head, whether it's a store idea for my windows, or if it's a girl chat idea, or if it's something for National American Miss, I can write it down so I don't forget, because sometimes I get going and I forget what my great idea was. So these are always with me in my purse or my book bag, whatever I'm taking to work, which it varies. And then these also keep me very, very, very in check. So my mom got this, I call it a binder, but it's my calendar. Right after I was crowned National All-American Miss, honestly, she bought this for me, and it has been such a lifesaver. But I will be honest with you, before this, I've never been great with having a planner. I always start really strong, and then I totally forget it, and I don't do it. So I've been really hard on myself that I need to keep up with this. And it has been forming a habit of doing it, right? And honestly, y'all, there's so many things in here. I get to write my 3 goals for the month, what my main focus is, and then I get to write all of the things that are on my to-do list for March. And then it goes by my whole month, and then I get to break it down day by day. I also get to do my budgeting and what I'm spending and all of that, which is really great to keep me on track, because that's really important to me. And it's really great to be able to have everything here. Basically, my whole life is in here, so that means all of my SSM stuff is in here, and my National American Miss is in here. My trips are in here. My little brother's race schedule is in here. So you name it, and my binder has it. Now, what else has been really great is at National American Miss, at our photo shoot, gave us this massive, it's not massive, it's actually really small, this binder with all of my important details, my state pageants, and all of that. So anytime I get something sent to me, like MT just sent us a kind of tips and tricks and social media ideas, that's in here as well. So that I can just keep all of my NAM stuff in here as well. I also have an SSM binder that has all of my important work stuff in it. That stays at work though for the most part, unless I know I need it at home if I'm working on something. So those things really do keep me in line with what is happening, where I'm going. And then we also, for work, I have a Google Calendar that I have printed off in my office that is hanging. And then we also have the app for Google Calendar, and that has been really nice to be able to see just where everyone is and what is on the agenda and dockets. And then for that, I have my notifications turned on, so I get reminders, whether it's where I'm supposed to be that day, or who's at the store, or if we have an event coming up, if there's a floral arrangement going on. And that, y'all, has been such a lifesaver. But let's really get into what is it like dealing with everything at once. Now, I want to say I am so blessed to be able to be a homeowner, a cat mom, an entrepreneur, and National All-American Miss within the same year. I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and it means the absolute world to me. And quite honestly, I have goosebumps just even saying those things out loud. But it's been hard. Not only on top of being an entrepreneur and training for National American Miss Nationals, being a homeowner, I also launched Girl Chat about a month before Nationals. And I will be really honest with you, I did not know really what to expect when I launched it, but something that I really did not know or understand or take into consideration was, one, how much time filming was going to take, because not every take is perfect right away, and not everything goes so smoothly. Whether it's my lighting's not great, I'm trying different angles, which you guys probably have noticed that this is really the only angle I like unless I'm in my pageant room with my dresses in the background. Not being able to get my files to transfer over to my phone has been a really huge problem that I've had. And sometimes hitting my Friday deadline that I placed on myself is really, really hard. Then I didn't take into consideration, because I have the blog side of my vlogs as well, is how time consuming writing blogs are. Now, I had originally thought, well, it's fine because on Sundays I can film my videos, Mondays I can download all of the videos, and then Tuesday I can take a break from Girl Chat, and then, Wednesday, Thursday I can edit my blog and edit my videos and then get everything uploaded so that Friday morning I can post everything. I think that only happened like once that I went off the schedule I had in my head. Most times I'm staying up pretty late Thursday night and then getting up really early Friday morning and getting all those edits done. Sometimes I get really pushed behind because I have a really hard time getting my camera to connect to my phone and being able to download longer videos. So that has been a little bit of a frustrating process. I'm not great at editing yet, so that has been something that, I'm learning, and I have to remind myself to give me grace and that it's okay if I don't hit what I have as a deadline in my head. But sometimes it can stress me out, right? Like, I love Girl Chat and I want to continue doing this, and sometimes I get really frustrated with myself if I didn't meet the goal that I had set in my head, or I didn't plan far enough ahead, or something just isn't going the way that I planned. And sometimes that can be really, really hard. So I'm definitely working on my time management with Girl Chat and trying to figure out, which this week is quite honestly a terrible example of this, because I am filming and doing everything Thursday, which I'm supposed to upload this tomorrow, Friday, which honestly, I don't know, but we're going to try. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see how long it takes me to write the blog, and just know that, I might have to revisit my posting schedule. I might have to revisit how my layout of my week for Girl Chat is, because it all is so time consuming. And I want to make sure that I'm giving you, my viewers, the people who want to know what's going on in my life, my best, my 110% best. And to be providing and uploading things that mean something to me and that are important to me, and being willing to talk about failure and success and everything in between, and putting things out that I'm proud of, not just putting content to put content. And that goes right in with National All-American Miss. I never just want to post something to post it. I always make sure that there's meaning behind it and there's significance behind it, and it's important to me, and that I could be helping someone overcome something by something that I post, and the positivity or conversation that I have on here. And that all goes into my planning for social media. Now, I have my personal Facebook and Instagram. I have Girl Chat Facebook and Instagram. I have Silver Star Market Facebook and Instagram. And then I have National American Miss Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook and Instagram. I also have Girl Chat YouTube and Girl Chat website. So there are a lot of moving factors going on, and SSM I post every single day when we're open, and that was a habit that I had to get into, of training myself to post every single day, which now I have, and it's been smooth sailing on that part. I typically have my content, at least the photos in my phone, planned out. For Girl Chat, I count on what my uploads will be on Friday, so whatever I'm talking about, and a little snippet of that, or a fun picture that I took with Brittany. But for National American Miss, y'all, I definitely need to be better about planning my posting schedule. I think I'm doing an okay job, but it's not quite to the level that I want it to be at. So I've been really intentional about planning a social media calendar. I have it printed off of everything, like the whole month, just like my Google Calendar, and days that I think I want to post. So I posted last night, Wednesday night, an unboxing video. But today, Thursday, is National Dress Day, so I also posted something today. And then tomorrow, Friday, I'm also going to upload my Girl Chat and collaborate with Girl Chat and National All-American Miss, because it's talking about being the life of a title holder and managing everything. So that's 3 posts back to back to back. And I want to stay on something that's consistent, with understanding that there might be flexibility during summer tour or things like that when fun events, come up that I want to capture right there in the moment. I also really want to make sure that I'm doing things in a timely fashion. So when we went to the national photo shoot, I recorded a vlog for that, and that uploaded 3-4 days after we had gotten back. So I want to make sure that I'm doing things within a timely manner, not taking all this behind the scenes and vlogging stuff to post 4, 5, 6 months later. I want to post when it's relevant. And that, again, is taking into consideration how long it takes to edit, because I'm not great at it yet and I don't really understand it. And just reminding myself that, one, I'm learning, and I might spend a lot of time doing something that I don't like. I didn't edit the way I wanted to and had to start from scratch, and that's okay. All of this to say, I think I'm on the right track for my time management. The area that I have been struggling the most with is my time management with social media, planning out my posts for everything, being intentional about those posts, and just being really true to who I am. And I want to be able to show my whole life. I really want to be able to do day in the life of a small business owner, day in the life of a florist, because that's part of my business. I would like to bring you along for self-care days, and just all of those into one. But a lot of times I forget to start vlogging, or I don't have my camera with, because it's not, I'm going, and sometimes I forget what I'm doing. So something that really helps me is to make sure that if I'm planned out at night, everything that I need for the morning. And sometimes that works good, but sometimes it doesn't work either, because I'll start my day and not start recording. And I really do want to be able to be a full compass about my life and what I'm doing, because I think I live a really cool life, and I have a lot of really cool things going on, and I love watching day in the life of people, and I think it's those are really fun reels. Now, another thing that I kind of mentioned before is that when I started planning out, when I was crowned National All-American Miss, I knew that I had 365 days to leave a legacy of impact, and that is my biggest goal that I have. I did not know truly how much time I have been investing into community service until I actually started to sit down and plan what I wanted my year to look like. Now, on top of Girl Chat, my family and I have a personal mission to fight food insecurity in all 50 states. This is something that we've been really passionate about for 12 years now, I think. It might even be longer than that. We are currently up to 9 states, and then this next year I want to hit all of them. We just went to Bahamas too, which I know that's not a state. So trying to plan that and how I can capture everything while giving it my 110% has been honestly challenging, right? Because it's doing both of my jobs, which in my opinion, National All-American Miss is a job. It's my job. And then obviously running a business too while we are expanding, and just really doing what I love, which is fighting food insecurity. One of my favorite things that we do is we pack these boxes to send to places, to send counties that are struggling. So we have a pallet that actually just got delivered today, Wednesday, that we will start assembling, I believe, right away, Monday. And that pallet is going to go, we will box it all together, and then we will go and ship it to 4 different states this time. But that also means we build all of the boxes, we put crinkle in all the boxes, and we place all the food in the boxes. And honestly, I did not know nor understand how actually time consuming that was. And it's a great project that my team and I love doing. And I'm so thankful that I get to do that. But that also goes into my time management, where I need to be really conscious about the days that I'm picking to have my team do this activity, and to be able to do it fully present, and to be doing it for all the right reasons, right? Because I love it and I want to make a difference in this world, and I want to fight food insecurity because we know what it's like to be there. So, needless to say, my time management is getting better. It's not perfect. There are some days that are really, really, really hard. Right now, it's trying to find the balance in everything, right? And I know I have said it probably 10 times this episode, but I'm truly so blessed to be able to do all of this in my life. And I think this is going to be the most incredible year ever. And there's so many opportunities that I get to have this year that are just once in a lifetime opportunities, that I'm so blessed. And I want to be able to capture everything, and I want to do my absolute best every single day at everything I do, right? For both my jobs, for National American Miss and Silver Star Market, and I want to leave a legacy of impact. So I really, really, really want to pave the way, and that's something I'm so proud of. So basically, I'm not great at time management, but I'm getting a lot better with patience and with lists and with my big calendar. I've got a couple things in here. I think some of my tour is in here, some of it's not, but it's just some of the months that I haven't quite hit yet because I haven't had time to sit down, but they'll all get done. And then my National All-American Miss binder, and my colorful pens and markers, my color-coordinated Google Calendar for work and when I'm traveling, and then my journal that stays with me as well, are kind of things that really help me. But the biggest thing, honestly, is having my morning routine, and then knowing what I need to do when I get home, because on top of that, I need to keep my house clean and comfortable, and I got to keep up with my dishes, my grocery shopping, my laundry, all the things that normal human beings got to do to live a clean life. And I know that when my house is clean, I'm a lot less stressed. And I will be really excited when it gets, we did have a little tease of nice weather, but once it gets nicer out, because that means my walks can go back outside, which is something that I truly love. And I will be able to eat dinner outside, which I know I love that too. And winter can be really, really hard. So I'm really happy that we're almost past winter. I do a lot better with my schedule when it's nice out, like I said before. So I'm really excited that we're almost there. It is, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock and it's not fully dark out yet, which I'm so happy about. But yeah, so my tips and tricks are invest in a good planner. Thank you so much, Mother, for getting me this. I love it. It has been a lifesaver. If I don't refer to it as my calendar, you'll hear me refer to it as my binder, because it's massive and it's pretty heavy, but it's totally worth it. Keeping all of my National American Miss in here has been super, super important for me. Again, the schedule that MT just sent me is in here as well, so it keeps me checked off, making sure that I am also doing what she has in mind for us too, and keeping it together, keeping it in a rhyme or reason. My social media calendar is in here as well. For National American Miss. I do want to do a social media calendar for Girl Chat and get all of my topics planned out ahead of time. Sometimes I just go with the flow of like what I feel like I need to talk about, but I would really like to get it organized a little bit more in my head. So colorful pencils and markers, morning routine, my binder, my calendars, my planner, and my journal are 6 things that really help me stay with my time management. And let me know if y'all have any tips or tricks or habits that help you with your time management. I know to-do lists are a lot of people's favorite thing, but y'all, I am just not a to-do list kind of girl. Unless I'm like way far going, like not even know what's going on, then I will write a to-do list, which is typically right before we leave for NAM Nationals to make sure I've got everything done. But to-do lists don't work for me, and that is okay. But comment down below your tips and tricks for time management. And also comment down below something you want to hear me talk about or what you want to see, whether it's, you know, if you do want to see a day in the life, or if you want to meet my cats or anything like that, if you want to see my renovation process of my new Silver Star Market building. Comment down below and let me know. I'm so grateful for all of y'all tuning in and being patient with me and learning and growing with me. It means the world to me. We will see you next week. Bye, y'all.